You've spent your whole life being the one who figures things out. So why does your own life feel like the one problem you can't solve? The answer is going to hit closer to home than you're ready for. Marcus had the answer before the teacher finished the question. He always did. By 16, he had read books his classmates wouldn't touch until college. By 22, he had a degree, a plan, and a quiet confidence that life would reward him for being the smartest person in every room he walked into. He was wrong, and it would take him 15 years to figure out why. At 37, Marcus sat in his car outside a birthday party for a coworker he barely knew. He had been sitting there for 22 minutes, not because he was lost, not because he was running late, but because his brain would not stop running the same loop. What to say when he walked in, how people would react, whether it was even worth going, whether skipping would make him look antisocial, whether going would make him look like he was trying too hard. He finally drove home, ordered food, told himself he just wasn't in the mood. Marcus was intelligent in ways most people would envy. He could analyze a problem from 12 different angles before most people identified there was a problem at all. He remembered everything: conversations from years ago, statistics he read once, the exact wording of an argument he lost in 2011. He was the person his friends called when something went wrong because he always knew what to do. For everyone else, never for himself. His apartment was clean but cold. A bookshelf filled with books on productivity, philosophy, behavioral economics, all of them read, many of them twice. A whiteboard on the wall covered in goals and timelines he kept updating but never completing. A journal he started 4 times and abandoned. Marcus knew exactly what his problems were. He could name them, trace them back to their roots, explain the psychology behind them in precise detail. Knowing didn't fix anything. The breaking point didn't come from a dramatic event. It came from a Thursday afternoon conversation with his younger brother, Daniel, a man Marcus had spent most of his life feeling quietly superior to. Daniel wasn't a reader. He wasn't analytical. He made decisions fast, sometimes recklessly, and he talked about his feelings in a way that used to make Marcus uncomfortable. Daniel had just bought a house, started a business the year before, married the woman he met at 28 without agonizing over it for 2 years first. Marcus asked him, half joking, how he did it. How he just decided things without knowing if they were right. Daniel shrugged and said something Marcus wasn't prepared for. "I figured wrong and moving beats right and stuck." Marcus laughed, but something landed hard in his chest and didn't leave. That night he looked at the whiteboard, the goals, the timelines, the plans that kept getting revised but never started, and for the first time he didn't see strategy, he saw fear with a very convincing disguise. Psychologists call it analysis paralysis, the phenomenon where more information and more options produce less action, not more. But for highly intelligent people, it goes deeper than that. Intelligence without emotional grounding creates a specific kind of trap. The brain becomes so skilled at generating reasons, justifications, and alternative scenarios that it effectively argues its owner out of living. Marcus didn't lack intelligence, he lacked tolerance for uncertainty. And because his brain was powerful, it had spent years making that intolerance look like wisdom. The shift didn't happen overnight, but it started with one small decision: applying for the job he wanted, not because he was sure he'd get it, but because staying comfortable had a cost he could finally see clearly. He stopped waiting to feel ready. He started letting himself be bad at things in front of people. He started letting conversations be messy instead of managed. It was uncomfortable in a way no book had prepared him for. It was also the first time in years that his life felt like it was actually moving. Here, what nobody tells smart people: intelligence is a tool, not a personality. And like any tool, it can build something remarkable, or it can be used to avoid the very things that would make you grow. The question worth sitting with is this: is your mind helping you move forward, or has it gotten so good at protecting you that you've mistaken the cage for a comfort zone? If any part of Marcus's story felt a little too familiar, drop a comment below. You might be more self-aware than you think, and that's exactly where change begins.